nice cold front so you can stay inside and eat and warm up.
Just the thing we need to do. Absolutely. No, we've got some changes on the way. And the good news is we do have a storm on the way because we need the moisture very desperately. So this is the latest drought monitor, of course, that comes out every Thursday. And it really hasn't changed that much from last week. We're still at about 36%, but we still have parts of southwest Oklahoma and northern Osage County where we have that extreme drought. So we desperately need to see that rain. And fortunately, at least we do have some moisture coming in. But unfortunately, some of us, it's not going to be just plain rain. But today was gorgeous. We did make it into the mid and upper 60s. We even had some 70s across parts of southern and southwest Oklahoma. Not quite there anymore, but it's not terribly cold either. This is our Regency camera, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. We've got mostly clear skies. We're at 46 degrees. A southeast wind at 8 miles an hour, making it feel more like 42. Temperatures range from the upper 30s to the mid 40s across the north. Lots of low to upper 40s across the south. So most of us in the 40s. But here's where that current cold front is. So to the north of it, it's a northeast wind between about 10 to 20. Gusts a little higher than that in the Panhandle. Now behind it, it is more of a southeast wind between about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And this cold front's going to continue to push farther south as we go throughout the rest of the overnight hours. So tomorrow, it is going to be a north wind. It's going to be much chillier. We are expecting at least some sunshine, but you can already see what is taking place over the Rockies. We have winter storm warnings, travelers advisories, winter storm watches. This is going to continue to expand to the south and east. So we will likely at least see some travelers advisories in parts of northwest Oklahoma as we get closer on into the weekend. So just kind of looking at nationally what we're expecting for Black Friday itself. Again, all the watches and warnings for now will be just over the Rockies. We also have that over parts of Kansas, travelers advisories, winter storm watches, but Oklahoma pretty quiet for now. So any traveling that you're doing across the state tomorrow afternoon, you're going to be just fine. It's just going to be a little colder than what it was today. Tonight, though, eventually dropping down to about 36 degrees in Oklahoma City. So it is going to be a cold start to your Friday. Low 30s across the north, upper 30s, low 40s across the far south. But tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be a northeast wind between about 10 to 20. Highs in the upper 40s, upper 30s, low 40s across the northwest, 50s and 60s across the south. But wind chills will likely be a factor as well. We also have OU football coming up tomorrow. Now, kickoff is at 11. It is going to be a chilly game. Now, I think especially during halftime, we should see a lot more sunshine during that time. But fourth quarter, I think we start to see those clouds start to build in a little bit more, but we top out at about 50 degrees or so in Norman. Saturday afternoon, eventually here comes that front, but before that does happen, I still think we make it into the upper 40s. We're going to see 50s across the southeast, but only the 30s in the northwest. That's not going to be good news for any of those that are traveling to Stillwater, because here's the thing. Yes, temperatures eventually make it into the 50s, but that rain is going to start likely around halftime, so it is going to be a cold rain. Saturday morning, the snow is going to begin in the Panhandle. The farther south and east you go, we're running into those slightly warmer temperatures, so there's going to be a pocket in there where we're going to see areas of ice and sleet. Saturday afternoon into evening, I think eventually the rain, just a plain cold rain, moves into Oklahoma City. But just to the north and west, there's still going to be that pocket of an ice and rain mix. But in far northwest Oklahoma, it's going to change over to all snow. Saturday night to Sunday morning, eventually I think it could be cold enough that we do get a little bit of light ice in Oklahoma City, but that will take place during the overnight hours. And whatever we do get, it shouldn't amount to a whole lot because those ground temperatures really statewide, they're still in the low 50s, so it should melt pretty quickly. So as far as any accumulation is concerned, I think that's going to stay to the far northwest. We're seeing the light blue from Arnett all the way up to Medford. We're talking anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow. But in the darker blue from Buffalo to Kiowa, that's where we could see anywhere from maybe 2 to up to 4 inches of snow. As far as ice is concerned, I mean, any amount of that could cause some problems, especially on those bridges and overpasses. But the pocket of up to about 2/10 of an inch, that's going to be right around Woodward. And looking at those sleet totals, it's also going to be pretty low, but still about a trace. So as far as roads are concerned, late Saturday into early Sunday morning, we're really going to be watching those bridges and overpasses for the slick spots. But where we could see a little bit more snow, that's where we could see those snow-covered roads in the far northwest. So Sunday afternoon looks good. It does look dry. It does look chilly, though. Next week looks quieter with a chance of rain by next Thursday.